want you to speak up just a little bit.
Sorry,
nothing really long. As soon as you turn it on.
Yeah. Okay. So we're good. We're good. So just tell us what your thoughts were on why you wanted to, how you got introduced into biometric screening, what you wanted to do.
Well, it was more, I knew that it was important to get done because of, first of all, you save money on your medical insurance. Plus, I wanted to know what my numbers were. I hadn't been to a doctor in 2 years, where I used to go every 6 months for a checkup. It got to be more routine. I hadn't been to a doctor in a couple of years, so I made an appointment with the doctor at the clinic and just wanted to get the bioscreening done. And so went to the doctor that morning, and he drew the blood, and then he sat down with me and just was carrying on a general conversation on my family history and that kind of thing, and wanted to know about my family, mother, father, and everything, and discovered that my mother had a heart condition and she passed away at age 63. Well, at this point, I'm 59 years old, I'm a smoker, I'm overweight, and at that time I didn't realize that my numbers were just very bad. My cholesterol was out of whack, and so he suggested at that time to run an EKG just to see what it looked like. He said it'd only take 5 minutes. He said, let's run the EKG. And so he did that, and it came back abnormal. And he says, well, the doctor says, well, this really doesn't tell me anything. It does tell me that there could be a problem. So let's go ahead and go a little further with the testing here and set up a stress test where you'll go to the hospital and they'll hook up monitors and put you on a treadmill and get your heart rate up. Find out what's going on there. So at this point, I was kind of a little negative about that because I didn't really want to go through that. I was just wanting to get my numbers and go on about my life. But little did I know, he was on something. So set up the stress test, went to the hospital. And actually, I went by the hospital on the way home from work, thinking that I was just going to go get the stress test done and go home, and that'd be the end of it. So I didn't realize they would find anything wrong. Well, I failed the stress test dramatically. I wasn't getting any oxygen to the left side of my heart. No blood flow was in the left side of my heart. The cardiologist came in and talked with me right after the test and said, we're going to admit you in the hospital. We got a problem. Call your wife. I'll talk to her. We're going to get a room, put you in immediately. So the next morning, I called my wife. She came to the hospital. We was, of course, very concerned. The next morning, they done the procedure. They went in my wrist with a tube. Went in, they found the blockage. I had LAD artery was blocked, 95% blocked. Only had 5% blood flow. I was a heart attack looking for a place to happen. Cardiologist said, you're one lucky man. Now, if I hadn't went in to have the bioscreening done and hadn't had to consult with the doctor, and he wasn't smart enough of the doctor to pursue it even further, I wouldn't be sitting here today. So the bioscreening, in my opinion, saved my life. It got me to the doctor. It got me there. My numbers since then, I've quit smoking. I've lost 18 pounds. I'm eating better, eating more healthier. I feel great. I feel great. I've got a new outlook on life. My attitude it's so much better. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a wonderful family, 8 grandchildren that not only they need me, I need them, and I want to be around. So, I mean, my wife just My wife and I just come off a cruise. Never been on a cruise before in my life, and so life is good. Life is good. So if I could give anybody a suggestion on don't be so negative on getting the bowel screening done, because you can discover things that you didn't know about your health. Because I had symptoms, and I and didn't realize that they were symptoms, because talking with the cardiologist, and afterwards I would get burning in my chest sometimes. So it would just be like indigestion, and we've all heard that, oh yeah, it's but it would go away. That was a sign I had a problem. I ignored it, and I guess being a man, we just don't go to the doctor every time we get a little ache and pain. I know I didn't, and I would get shortness of breath. I find myself during the day trying to get a deep breath, just because I wanted to get a deep breath, and finding it hard to get that deep breath. All these were signs that I had a problem, and just didn't realize it. So,
We're glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Anything else you want to say? Anything you want to share with anybody? You're natural. That was really good. I was like, oh, I'm off. Hands off. It's still running if you want to.
Well,
floor's yours.
I don't know any good jokes that I could put on there anyway.
All right.